With the Memphis Tiger Network here in Cincinnati, Ohio, where the Tigers dropped a tough one to the number 15 ranked Bearcats, 97-84. The Tigers got off to a slow start, committing 8 turnovers and going 2 of 7 from the floor in the first 7.5 minutes of play. And Cincinnati took full advantage, going 8 of 16 to start and opening an 18-4 lead with 12.5 to play. A Jaron Johnson bucket ended the 14-0 run at the 12-11 mark and began a 6-0 Memphis run, and a fast break layup from Joe Jackson pulled the Tigers back within 8 with 11:30 to play in the half. Memphis continued to trim away at its deficit as Shaq Goodwin drew an and-one opportunity after being fouled on a dunk to bring the Tigers within 6. But the Bearcats answered with 5 straight to stretch the lead back to 11 with under 7 to play. The Tigers responded with 5 straight points from Austin Nichols, including an and-one dunk and a jumper to cut the deficit to 24-18 with 5 minutes to play. After the Bearcats stretched their lead back to double figures, Chris Crawford knocked down the Tigers' first triple of the game with 1:10 left in the half before Austin Nichols hit 2 free throws to make it a 6-point game. Then, with just 13 seconds on the clock, Sean Kilpatrick hit a triple before Michael Dixon Jr. responded just seconds later with one of his own right before the buzzer as Memphis went into the locker room down 38-32. The Tigers opened the second half on a 5-0 run with a layup from Jackson and a 3-pointer from Chris Crawford to pull within 1. The Tigers kept it close as the jumper from Jackson kept Memphis within 4, as Cincinnati reeled off a 10-1 run over the next 2:39 to make it a 58-45 lead with 12:32 to play. Michael Dixon Jr. brought Memphis to within 9 after a 3-point play midway through the half. However, the Bearcats kept running away from the Tigers as Kilpatrick scored 7 straight points to help Cincinnati open a 67-51 lead. The Bearcats stretched their advantage to as much as 18 before Memphis cut its deficit to 13 at 76-63 after a 3-pointer from Chris Crawford with 4:08 remaining. Dixon Jr. trimmed the Cincinnati lead to just 8 after connecting on another triple with 1:52 to play. However, the Bearcats would not allow Memphis to get any closer as they went 12 of 13 from the charity stripe in the final 123 to record the 97-84 win. Joe Jackson led the Tigers with 21 points and 6 assists, while Michael Dixon added 19 points with 16 coming in the second half. Austin Nichols chipped in 17 points for the Tigers. After the game, we talked to Nichols, Michael Dixon Jr., and head coach Josh Pastner.
I mean, it seemed like all their players went for, career nights. I know Rubles doesn't do that most of the time, and then Kilpatrick can do it, but, it was just his night tonight, and he hit just about everything he threw up, so it just happens. It's one of those nights, man. I mean, they all, it seemed like all their players hit some good shots, and we broke down a little bit, but we just got to get ready for Saturday. I mean, this game's behind us, and got to get ready for SMU.
Felt great at halftime. You know what I mean? Down 6 on the road, emotional day here, so we was ready. We was ready to go into the second half and make it our half, but. Life on the road and life in this conference is tough, man. So, credit to Cincinnati. Those guys made plays and stepped up. We just, we didn't, and that's just bottom line of what happened. So,
give Cincinnati credit. They played great. Rubles had a career night. One of the officials came by and told me he's reffed their game 6 times this year. And he said he's never seen Rubles #2 play like that, and he had a career night. I've said it before, it's going to be a struggle for us when our 4 guards, senior guards, at one time they were combined 9 to 28. Now, we made some shots late, but it's just going to be a struggle for us when we're not making some threes and it becomes tough. But you got to give Cincinnati credit. I love the way that we fought from start to finish. We battled, we competed. I got no issue with that. I'm proud of our guys, and we've got to find a way to bounce back. We play at 11 a.m. on Saturday, and we got to try to get a win. And you got to give Cincinnati credit. Kilpatrick was great, and we got to get the win.
We're back in FedEx Forum on Saturday when the Tigers will celebrate Senior Day against number 18th ranked SMU. From Cincinnati, Ohio, I'm Jared Brown with the Memphis Tiger Network.